All right, just a quick a tour of the garden. So it's now April 2022. Um, so here's some seedlings. It's just rained this morning, so everything looks nice and fresh. So there's new plant just there, and laid some mulch around here. This gum tree is looking pretty good. We're about 3 meters tall now. That's this extra mulch I got on the weekend. So, yeah, this guy here is coming back to life. He's a West Australian native. He was sort of dying before, but seems to be doing okay now. This lemon tree has really come back from basically a stump when I first moved in, and it's got some lemons growing there, some ready to pick, I'd say. So generally lots of good growth, lots of good density coming up, which is what I'm after. All these salt bushes and the cherry, I'm not sure what that one's called. It's got a little berry salt bush and the edible salt bush down there. They're all going on pretty well. I think they were given to me by Coromandel people when I first moved in. I think they're designed for fast growth, and they certainly are that. Definitely see certain plants that love the environment. They take off more than others. But you still want to get some variety. This guy is pretty cool. He's a native type plant as well, from local Provençal nursery that just works on very local species to the area. And like that one just there, for example, is not a local one, and in another year's time it'll be up to the fence. So the plan is to make this fence line sort of nearly hidden. So I've got plenty of tall growing plants. Let's see, that little tree there is locally sourced from a rootstock that I found in a churchyard. So I'm going to, go in the back end of the yard now, and everything's looking pretty healthy. Fairly happy. As you can see up here, the Hardenbergia vines taking over well. This tree's looking very healthy. I'm going to take it down the midsection here. So what have we got here? It's kind of more of the same. A lot of it is. There's a few different plants, but the main thing is that just everything's sort of covered and lots of density. Sort of what I want. But actually around here I took out a bunch of those salt bushes and put in some different stuff. This is all just vacant here at the moment. But I can put in some more different stuff at some point if I want to. But I probably will go through a process of gradually getting rid of these sort of ubiquitous saltbush plants that are sort of taking over a bit. But just do it bit by bit. So this is a new one here. That's from Coromandel the other day. And that's a pretty cool little tripod of a creeper. Let's see. Now the orange tree is looking pretty good. It's nearly ready to eat those oranges. And this is the passion fruit vine on the right there. It's definitely covering over that, for summer. So I'm going to cut that back inside, get rid of all those tendrils up here and some of this stuff here. I don't really want them all inside. It's just too much hassle to manage them. But idea being that it'll cover over completely, and in summer it'll be nice and cool. All right, so we've got here, the cherry tree is supposed to be a dwarf version. It's now about probably 3.5, 4 meters tall. Anyway, just got a couple loads of manure here, put them in on the weekend a couple of days ago, so I'll be getting the water out of those because they're currently just soaking to make sure it's fully soaked up with all the water. Okay, so here we got, I've put in these 3 fig trees, different varieties. They're from the Rare Fruit Society that's run locally in the Elizabeth area. And as you can see here, this is a pipe sticking up, and this is a water fill where there's basically a 20-litre container. Oh, okay. There's a 20-litre container under each of these, buried about a metre down, and then that's a water reservoir for maximising the growth, because I want these to grow up here and provide a sunshade for the summer, because it gets very hot when the sun comes in from that direction in summer. So yeah, it's a little bit messy here. There's another, that's actually a white variation of the Hardenbergia just there. I've transplanted recently some of those berry salt bushes. So we're out the front now, and there's a Billy Button, and this is my pride and joy just here. It's a very large 4 metre by 1.5 metre raised bed with a wicking bed. So as before with that fill pipe, we've got another fill pipe here, just there, and I've got a little measuring stick here, and that's how much water's in there. As you can see, it's a fair bit of water. Because it is sloped, it needs to travel. The water might only come to here, and it'll sort of go up through wicking action to get to the other plants. But generally, everything's looking really healthy. As you can see, these are rainforest plants, so they need to have constant moisture. Yeah, that's basically it. So it's been a little garden progress. Oh, and finally, we've got the birdhouse and the bird feeder, which I have to fill up with bird seed soon enough, and the other birdhouse there. So that's basically it for the tour.